And I'll just look at the new melody. So I think probably a couple of lines would be enough really, because there's quite a lot in one page here. It looks very busy, doesn't it? So I'm going to do the left hand first, because in some ways the left hand is a little bit more difficult because it does just keep moving. It's just a continual quaver accompaniment. The in-between notes, just try and lean on those a little bit more and less on the repeated note, which is often the G. I'm going on to the second line. So the note that's changing or moving, just push that and make the thumb on the G just a little bit less. So what we don't want is that. It's not very nice. So the note that's creating the interest is the one we want to hear. Okay? Because that note goes with the right hand. I miss all the G's out. It's fairly obvious really, I think, isn't it? There's your duet between the two parts. Again here. Okay, so the left hand G is just filling in. So it needs to be just a little bit less, all right? So the right hand melody, make sure you're doing crotchets at the beginning and then breaking into quavers so that they're correct one against the other. Turn the 4 over, take these 2 fingers to that black key and the G. Make sure you practice with the rests. Okay, now into the next bar, I would give this a little bit more careful attention. You put 1 and 4 together, hold the 4 and join it to the 3. So you've got 2 things, you've got a dotted crotchet and a quaver because you've got the stem and the tail facing up. So that's one melody, which is 4 to 3. And then you've got the underneath part, which is 4 quavers. So the D is where the 2 parts, upper and lower, meet together at the same time. Like that. So hold the 2 notes, F and A. Should still be holding the F and join both the B and the F then to the last D. So take a little bit of time just to get that sorted. If you put your hands together, maybe just do it 2 bars at a time, slowly. There is a discord there, which is correct. Okay, so that first 2 bars are not too bad. Going into the last bar on the first line, a little bit more careful with what you're doing with your fingers. They put 4 there. Okay, we'll go with 4. Now they are a bit close here, so the right hand is coming over the left hand thumb like that. So I think that's why I put an extra slur mark there, because you need to make sure you're holding that G in the left hand and joining it down to the middle C. So if you're doing just that one hand, you should join there. You sort of got to lift the 3rd finger down, squeeze the thumb in, all right? So never mind that the right hand is sort of coming over the top of all that. They're a bit close together, a bit congested. Keep the individual parts all nice and smooth. Okay, so a little bar there to watch out for. Then on to the next line. These bars are not too bad. Make sure you have the rest in the right hand. Rest. Now watch the left hand here, because you have to play the 2nd finger, then move the 2nd finger. So you have enough fingers, okay? Now this last bar will be more tricky. So take it really slowly. Just watch that ending of that bar. So see what I've got now before I play the D. And the G should linger to the end of that bar, but not not the B. I think the temptation there could be to do that, all right, which isn't quite right because the B in the treble part is just a quaver, so it should just move on to the D. So it should just end up with 2 notes at the end of the bar. So a couple of little tricky bits there just to look at carefully.